replace the dry gas meter in a MET-80, we're going to replace the bottom of the original equipment with the bottom of one from stores. The tools that we need are a standard 11/32 inch driver with an extension of maybe 8 to 10 inches, regular Phillips head screwdriver, some long needle nose pliers so that we can get access to some of the bolts down at the bottom of the mounting bracket. We need a thin blade screwdriver we'll use to separate the gasket from the dry gas meter halves. We also need either a Torx or star bit with a hole in the center. The size that we need is a T20, or it's about 4 millimeter diameter. And also we would need some Teflon silicone lubricant made by DuPont, and we'll use that actually to spray some of the internal components to protect them from NOx attack. Okay, we're going to begin by taking the head off of the new meter from stores. There are 4 screws on the top. 2 are regular Phillips head screws, and 2 are the star driver or Torx screws. I'll start with the Phillips. Usually they're diagonally paired, but not necessarily. And with the Torx driver, as I said, this is a T20 size, which is a little bit small for this particular screw, but it does fit good enough. Okay, so we have the 4 screws holding the head of the meter off. There's a quart gasket that separates the 2 halves, and what we want to do is very carefully, there is a slot on the left side of the meter that you can put a thin blade into, and we want to very carefully pry these apart without damaging the gasket, and then lift as straight up as you can to expose the inside of the meter. Okay, we've separated the top from the top of the meter from the bottom, and what we'd like to do is protect some of the nylon plastic components in here from attack from nitric acid, actually, or NOx from the gas stream. And what we recommend is the Teflon silicone lubricant that you can get at most hardware stores. And we're just going to give it a light spray just on this area right here to try to coat some of these white plastic parts. This lubricant essentially will bind to just about anything, and we found that it extends the life of these meters significantly. Okay, now we have to take the front and the back off the meter to access another plastic component. There are 8 screws on each side, 6 Phillips and 2 of the Torx style. Okay, we've removed the 8 screws, and once again there is a gasket in here that we need to break. Flip our screwdriver in there and twist gently. Be very careful not to tear the gasket. And now we want to spray this white plastic arm here with some more of our Teflon silicone. Just a light spray, and we can replace this cover, and we do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we've sprayed both sides of the meter and put it back together. We've taken the top off and sprayed the components in the top, and now we're ready to take the one out of the MET-80 and replace it with this one.